leave anything on the line tonight. So the old guys Texas are squaring off against the Sydney Dingoes, and we are hot into the action, folks. We are on board with Cryptic's going to try to push out this mid cut. He does find a second blood and tries to put some team shots down before he is taken out. You can see on the mini map there that it's looking like the Sydney Dingoes do have the preferable spawns, and they're going to go ahead and grab some opening time here before the old guys Texas are able to wipe them off the map here.
Yeah, some quick kills coming off the start, as of course we are looking towards that P2 spawn. That is what you are fighting for at the start of this game. And you know, Mercado, an interesting map, right? Like, you gotta always be rotating. If you aren't rotating, you are probably losing, because the break game just really doesn't work, because, you know, they're spawning right in the hills. So we're gonna have to see it. But we got a quick fight, you know, versus number 1 versus number 8. Rilo and Defi, 1-1 versus 3-0. We're going to see it. Defi is pushing up. Got to find this guy. He's not going to find it. Rilo's going to keep the streak going, and this looks to be going the way of Sydney if they can find this last guy.
Yeah, these are great plays out of Rilo here to stay alive. He knows that he's got to anchor down for his team as the next hill is popping right now. But it's looking like he's going to get wiped off, and the old guys Texas are in the hill for the time being. That Sethy going to be able to find another one. So they're going to start to collect some good time here, up by about 30 points. So they're going to be just happy to let these dingoes walk right into their guns. And you got Defi finds an easy 2-piece, maybe some team shots there from the crew, and that is a full wipe for the dingoes. So it's not looking great so far, and you've already got a few players starting to move towards that P3 position, maybe chalking up the hill too. Looks like the dingoes are just moving on.
Yeah, Rilo's early work there wasn't really able to get anything, as you know, that first wave of kills is pretty much what it comes down to in the end of the day. But they are going to get this roto. They're going to try and just hard rotate out and try to get the time here. But as we are waiting for the hill to pop, you can just see it in old guys Texas' eyes, Defi's eyes. They want to get this break again. And if they do so, I mean, this is going to be off to a quick lead, as they're going to find the first kill here, Morg.
Yeah, Sethi is able to find a seam there, but his entire team gets cut down in front of him, and he goes with them. So this is going to be a quick hold for the Dingoes, and they're going to find that last player. So that's a full wave down, and now they can set up and try to collect some big time here. And they're going to do just that so far. And this is such a hard hill to break. Like, you got to think, if you're going to come back on any hill, this is the one. This route from Sethi. He's going to try to come in through the top, but he gets sniffed out. Maybe some sound cheese going on there. Here's the mantle. And, oh, did he stick him just now? That was close.
Did not look like it. But Cryptic's going to find a kill there. The back of this time seeming going to go the way of old guys Texas, as that'll be some valuable time, you know, bringing their lead to around 50 points by the end of this, maybe even a little more, as we are going to need to see a break in again from them, though, as Sydney getting that route early, as if you are killed out of your previous hill, you will get that spawn again, which is a nice place to be in. But if you ain't holding, I mean, it really won't matter anything in the end. But Seth coming in with the cruise, gonna run right into a trophy, so nothing there, and we're looking at Sydney to get this hold locked in.
Yeah, they are doing everything they can to cut these guys down. You got Amish Doinks leading the charge, gonna try to stay alive. Gets his feet cut off though, and it's Sethi and the crew gonna try to mount a pinch here. And they're going to be able to wipe the hill for a second. They get in, the team nade comes through. Bye-bye Cryptics, but the rest of the boys are in. They can find a couple of kills here, and Defi does find one. So that's a really good break from old guys Texas, stopping the bleeding there. And they're able to hold on to their lead for the time being, but Rilo's got something to say. But those are some great shots there from Koi. He's going to knock them off. And as always, Sethi there to pick up some scrap time. So on rotation, once again, you've got all of the Dingoes versus a couple of the old guys, but maybe that's all you need, is Cryptic is going rogue.
Yeah, old guys Texas, they're getting that break on the backside, and then even rotating for this one a little earlier and able to get the 3v3 there, or 2v3, whatever it was. Either way, the kills are coming in old guy Texas' favor, unless Rile's got something to say for two. Could he get the third? Gonna play his life, which is a smart decision with his team flooding the hill. Defi kind of needs to make a play now. He's the last guy in here. They got a read on him, though. He's gonna find one, though. Keep his head down. Now a pinch kind of set up now. Gonna need to see this get cleaned up by Sydney. Sydney's looking. They're turning the right ways, and they're gonna get the fourth. Those are huge kills. I would say must kills to get yourself back in this game, which they have put themselves in a good position for now. More.
Yeah, they definitely have. You know, they're getting real close to tying it up if they can hold this time here. But as I say it, the 2-piece on the hill comes through. So scrap time is going towards OGT, and it's looking like the Dingoes are going to be forced to rotate once again. But that Chicago's Finest is already on it. He's got one kill. Going to try to hold down that bottom spawn area. And you can just see the mini-map. Like, You can tell what Sydney is prioritizing right now, and that is definitely that next hill. But it's not working out too great for them as they're allowing Old Guys Texas to just get a lot of map control. They're forcing all around, and they might be able to pinch the spawn out. But here we go. The first break tries to come through, and you've got Deffy going to be a little bit annoying down here in the bottom area. I don't know if this is going to pay off for him yet, and he's got to let his boys get close.
Yeah, he's kind of waiting for a little bit of help. We were able to see Old Guys Texas on the bottom of this hill the first time around on P2 kind of break in and steal all the time, and they're trying to work that again as 2 kills come in. Got to see Chicago make some big plays. He's going to get pieced up a little. Finds one, though. That's a huge kill. He's going to get shot from below. Seth is going to find that one. This is another big kill, a must kill, and he's finding that too, but Sethy's still there and being final as Old Guys now getting their lead out to 50 points. As it seemed like they brought it to kind of 30 points there at the end of that last hill for Sydney, but weren't able to secure the old time or the new roto that well, as Old Guys Texas have been just kind of getting breaks when they want.
Yeah, you know, it seems really easy in hardpoint when you can kind of walk around the map and just be like, all right, yeah, let's get some hill time now.
Yeah.
But you can see that the Sydney Dingoes are dug in a little tighter, and Sethy, I mean, he is just looking great right now. 17 and 10 with a minute plus on the hill. He is being an absolute anchor for his team right now, and he's going to be able to find a nice position here. Gets a couple shots down. He's got Rilo trying to sniff him out, but it does not matter. Sethy is aware, and he is cutting these dingoes down. And now the rest of Old Guys Texas start to surround the hill. They're holding on for the second, but Old Guys, they're going to get a pretty clean break unless Amish can make some hero plays. He's able to get in, and the time starts to flip back towards the dingoes. So they are not out of this hard point yet, despite the fact that they have not had a lead yet so far. They, you know, they're doing it. They're just keeping it close.
Yeah, this has been Sydney's best hill by far, honestly. Just the plays they had to make, because they really didn't have control of that Barber side, or honestly anywhere. They were kind of laying down underneath red car by the RV there, and able to just kind of be annoying, stay alive, and let their enforcements come in and kill people. And now they've shortened this lead to, yeah, around 20 points. And you know, P1 probably not going to get too much time there. Old Guys Texas trying to change that narrative, and they're probably going to get some time now. But if Sydney can maybe hold this roto, keep a guy off time, like, this is completely in reach.
Yeah, they're staying about a hill away, and that's not a bad position in hardpoint. You know, you definitely be on the other side of it, but when you got a guy like Cryptic's finding 3 pieces and you're getting full wipes on the map, that makes it a little difficult. Oh, Rilo with some Wendy's and maybe a little bit of no aim assist off the rails gets cut down for spawn. So now Old Guys Texas have flipped it out, and this is looking like the chokehold is starting to get in place. Is what we were just talking about starts to go away once the team passes up that 200 point threshold, because then you can't give up really any time, because that is demon time.
Yeah, this push from the back alley's kind of got to be it for Sydney, or else you're going to be in a tough spot. Is really all map. The Old Guys Texas have kind of dictated, especially in these greenhouse hills, you know, having their way. Cryptic hunting a huge 3-piece at the end of that last hill on P1. But Sydney breaking in, doing, like, Sydney needs their backup against the wall, it almost seems like, because right when it seems like it's about to go out of reach, they start to get the kills in the feed. They're going to have the comms. Do they read the second guy? There's the kill from Amish. He knows what he's doing. He's had this technology for long enough, I guess. So there we go. Sydney going to collect this time. I would imagine Sydney or Old Guys Texas are going to choose the rotation, but they aren't really strongly doing it. I'm looking at number 5 to get over there. He does get it. The kills come in. This is going to be huge for Chicago. Chicago's got to find one. Finds one there. His teammates, Spawn's kind of coming in on a pinch, but they got 3 guys in the hill. This looks good for Sydney Dingoes right now.
Yeah, this is definitely a comeback moment, as OGT has completely given up that scrap time. That's actually going to be just enough to put Sydney Dingoes close to tying.
Great.
But they have got some great kills going on around the hill. Cryptix finds a big one that's going to poke a hole in Sydney's hold for a second. Chicago's got to stay alive, get some nice shots down. The trade does come through, but you've got Sethy for another trade. So an OGT is here first, and they start to try and dig in, but there's a couple dingoes nearby, and the shots start to come through. Team fights ensue, and Dylan comes out on top. So now you've got another break needs to come through for the dingoes if they want to hold this map.
Yeah, 40 seconds. They're not going to be able to win it, but I mean, I don't think Old Guy Texas wants to give them any of this time. They're all close. Here, the kill. Chicago's got to go huge. He's alive. He did go down eventually. Big kill coming in on the big door. Amish has got to go huge right now. He's going to find another. Finding the big kills. There's a huge fight right now on the desk. He's going to run out. splits and get killed. They got to start looking at the roto, and we are seeing that from Sydney. This is how can they get this hold? Sydney has not been able to get a hold almost all game, it seems like. But if they can do it now, this is the time they can get it. But Defi playing like a rat. Cryptix is going to go down here, I think. Yeah, this is all going to come down on Defi's break. He's probably waiting for his teams, and he's going to get found out. Oh, I don't even know how he knew he was there, but he did. Amish holding the backside. Morg, Sydney's in a good spot. They just got to hold strong.
They're in a great spot. You've got OGT spawning in Narnia, and they've got to make the trek across the map. Got a couple players from Sydney pushed out. Here comes the first wave of fights. Rylo's able to find one. He's avoiding all sorts of wall bangs right now as Sethi tries to cross in. He's a little weak. Here comes the hill fight, and Rylo comes out on top. So for the first time in the whole map, Sydney Dingoes is going to take control. They have the lead, maybe at the most crucial time. The hip fire comes through. Rylo 32 and 17. It's Chumps week, baby, and he is frying. The break from OGT is cut down as Chicago's finest with the hero play. There's one more chance at it. Defi jumps in, but he's not able to get it done. Dingoes walk away with map 1. Wow.
Sydney does not disappoint on Chumps week, baby. They were behind all game, like we said, getting their first lead at 236 to 235. That is exactly what you call having that Chumps week ambition, keeping your team in to make a play coming into the search and destroy, as it is just such a different mode compared to our other two. But we're going to see Old Guys Texas pushing their way out to the A-bomb to begin. Couple snakes maybe coming in on this desk. A grenade into bottom apartment. That might hit Chicago. He's alive, though. As they're just going to hold this. Chicago kind of playing his life. Knows he's weak, but Rylo kind of sneaking out. Trying to find that kill. Not going to get it. There's the first one from Cryptix. It'll be a 4v3 early for Optic. Old Guys Texas.
This is a great little position that OGT has found themselves in, but they've got to get rid of this player low bed. They know he's there. They got some nade hits on him, and that's not looking too great so far, as it's going to be Cryptix able to find a kill, and Defy finds another one onto Amish Doinks. So that is not looking great so far for for the Dingoes. I mean, as OGT has just sort of bullied their way onto this A objective. The bomb goes down. It's all up to Rylo, and Rylo alone. Almost said he had a crew with him, but no, this team of one.
Yeah, Rylo against the odds. 20 seconds. Gonna pop the Deddy and try to make a Herculean effort. I pronounced that horribly, but you get the vibe anyway, as he's gonna find that. Those are some good shots. He needs to see some other peaks pretty quickly, though, and those peaks are going to get the kill in the end, as Old Guys Texas finding a huge first round. Is that you can kind of almost tell, right? They got the first blood, and they didn't really move a lot. I think that may have been a product of that first map, potentially more.
Yeah, they kind of were just feeling it out a little bit, playing it slow. Shout out to Slasher, trying to find a pick, And, it ultimately worked out for him. Cryptic was able to find one off the bomb site, and that just makes it that much easy. Start poking holes in the defense. But Dingo's now on the attack. Let's see what they can do here. We might see a just straight up A hit, or maybe some brain games. Who knows?
Yep. Rylo early taking his talent out to West Beach, or D2 as they call it, and going to hang around as we see a guy getting the top bed. It's going to be Chicago's play. I love this. Chicago having some confidence after map 1. He's going to find the first one. And Doink's still holding on. Sethy's down in the bedroom. I think he's just waiting for Chicago to get him. But, they're not going to find him. That's a big kill. Cryptix, this is a tough shot under the stairs. He's going to give it up. I kind of like this. Wraps around. He's going to find another. But Rylo reads that. That's probably good comms also on the side of Sydney, which are necessary. Chicago is finally going to come pinch this guy top bed. This has been a great round for Sydney. I think we've seen a lot of teamwork.
Yeah, this is an entirely just a teamwork round for Sydney, as none of the players that got shot at actually got the kill. It was a lot of trades going on, a lot of teamwork, and you can see how it's working out so far. The bomb is down. You've got 30 seconds to deal with, and it's all up to Koido HD to get it done.
Yep, these plays brought to you in HD by the wonderful broadcasting by Iceberg, as we do need to give credit to him, because none of this is possible without him. But Koi giving us something to watch. Ooh, didn't quite see that, man, and he's going to be dropped, as Sydney answering back with their own offense now.
Yeah, that's just some good disciplined plays. It was almost a copy-paste round from before. Sydney was able to just bully onto the site, find the first blood, and then the rest of the dominoes fall, So it seems like both teams are pretty comfortable on that attacking side, and their executes on the A side especially. But now it gets a little interesting. You get the second round of attack for Old Guys, and maybe we get to see some different looks here and try to see what's going on. But look at Rilo right now, 4-1. The guy is chilling.
Yeah, how early does the B push come out is always the question. Usually pretty early, I want to say. Well, I mean, it's possible in the hotel. I like B almost more than A, but that's because I'm a bit of a chicken when it comes to that push because that guy bottom bed, but able to get it down, and that's boded well for anybody who's done it so far into this game. But Rilo 4-1, like you said. And the first kill coming in there, Sydney finding that one. Another one.
Ooh.
This is a good start. That was a huge kill on Sethi, as they've just got to find 2 more now. 20-some seconds on the clock. Time to do it, but they need to start this pinch sooner. I want to see Amish running over quicker. Here he comes now.
Wow.
3v1. He might get some good timing. Gonna find it. That's 4 down. A perfect break for Sydney there.
Yeah, that was just some really good search and destroy there. You could tell they were checking all their corners and they were able to just sniff out all the OGT, and they gave up the bomb plant. I was about to say that that OGT was in the unbreakable setup, and then they just immediately get two-pieced and then it starts going real bad.
Exactly, you couldn't be more right. I thought, yeah, like they usually have that guy down in that bottom apartment spot, but he must not have been there for the plant, or at least just didn't get the kill. And then, yeah, I mean, do it the hard way. I mean, you'll do it any way that it works, I guess. But Sydney getting the first defense, and honestly, yeah, after giving them the bomb. So, but Chicago 5-1 off the start. Love to see that. I feel like he's really feeding off of his. I hope he was able to look at that first map and realize how much he did there, because a lot of people are, so KD focused in this game, but 23 and 23 can be the guy that wins you the game sometime. As Cryptic's going to get to 2 and 3 now. That was a big kill, but Dylan able to trade that one out, as this is the B push coming in for Sydney, and they're going to get in here relatively free, it looks like.
Yeah, it seems like they're playing it a little slow, which is going
Oh,
to be to
gosh.
their disadvantage here as the
Oh,
OGT is starting to snap down on them. The shots are coming through, and you've got the Sydney Dingoes in a crossfire as Sethi finds two. All up to Amish Doinks. He's got the rock in hand, but there are three old guys to deal with. And I bet he is just hearing the pitter patter of children's feet all around him as they're real close.
yeah, no daddy either. So this play is, I don't want to say impossible, because I would put nothing past the Amish. So we are going to have to see what he can do. No UAV, obviously, as they do not believe in that. So we are going to have to see what he's able to pull out with less time. It's still going to be a B plant. You got to think everybody's hearing this. And this guy on the back porch is going to make it pretty hard there, more.
Yeah, real hard, but looks like Amish might find a kill. Not quite, though, as he gets taken out. And that was just a really good round from OGT. They were able to, I think it was Defy that was in the back there that kind of stopped the initial push and, backed Amish down. And then from there, you're just getting flanked in the kitchen, it seems like, as all of the dingoes just got sniffed out. So
Yeah.
far, it's been a really balanced search.
Yeah, a little bit on my bad there. I kind of thought they had the free kitchen to take, but then there was that guy on the back porch that it's going to fry you the minute you walk past the freezer. So they kind of got back down, and then, yeah, the pinch came in from all which ways. So bit of a tough one, but on to the next.
Uh-oh.
And Old Guys Texas is going to see if they can also do it now. But we'll see. This looks good so far on the map anyway. They got 3 blue arrows, not quite over there, but we are going to see Chicago make his way back. Wonder if any of the comms that came in now. Dylan needs to get his comms out and try to find one, but Old Guys Texas showing probably the right amount of restraint in this situation.
Yeah, they're playing it really slow, just trying to kind of sniff around. But Dylan is able to find one, and he gets maybe some team shots there. Yeah, it was a Cryptic, I believe, that got a little bit pooped on, and it's Sethi Bravo and Defy left to defend or attack this bomb here. But got 3 dingoes to deal with, and they're in a nice spread out position. They're cutting the map rather thoroughly, so I don't know how these boys are going to get in here without being seen. And as it happens, Sethi just immediately gets shot up. Rilo finds another kill, 5-2 on the map, and now it's all up to Defy.
Yeah, would have needed to find that guy on the back porch there to make this a round, but
Ooh.
gonna be tough. But Defy getting one early there. Nah, he's gonna get traded out pretty quickly. So Sydney showing some resolve. It was a good round out of them to bounce back. They said, we don't get a kitchen push, or you don't get a kitchen push. As Rilo, yeah, moving to 6-2, starting not losing any heat from that first map. And, getting some support from his teammates. I think we've seen a really good team game so far from Sydney, which, usually bodes well in Champs Week.
Yeah, it's definitely what you want. You want everybody to be firing on all cylinders, and so far it seems like both these teams are here to play. So switching back over to the attack side, Sydney Dingoes might this is where search and destroy gets a little heady because now they're gonna brain smack this A side over here, and uh-oh, Koi immediately finds Chicago's finest, able to pick him up. Wallbangs come through from Riley, who's not able to find anything. But now you've got the Dingoes in a big disadvantage because you've only got two members here, basically fighting the majority of the old OGT.
Yeah, Rilo getting a grenade fire back at him. That's going to hit. They know he's there, obviously. He's been doing the cell spot, heady jump up as good as anybody can. As Amish looking to get going in this one. Just playing, trying to be this B push guy, making sure he opens up a little bit of the map for his team as he's going to go around. This could work out all right for him, but the Sethi is watching this. Will Amish get himself picked off? Because they've got a kill on the other side of the map. And this timing could really work out to be a big kill in the swing map, but Sethi going to go for the flank. Wonder what gets heard here. Nothing, but there's a big kill coming back. Dylan sniffing that one out. Gonna bring this to a 3v2. Huge kill, but bomb still needs to go down, so we're gonna have to see it. We're definitely gonna find some good timing there, Morg.
Yeah, definitely got the god timing onto
Oh.
Amish there. As the bomb is going to be starting to get planted over towards the A side, but it gets cut off. So now it is all up to Rilo. He's got to find 2 kills in 7 seconds, and that's a little bit of a tall order here, as the OGT are going to make themselves scarce. And that's just some good disciplined defense out of them. They played it nice and slow. They just kind of baited out that eventual plant from Sydney, and it worked out.
Yeah, old guys Texas probably just trying to stay calm in the chat, keep things cool and make them make the play because the clock was running out. And I gotta think that whoever was planning the bomb there must have pulled one because, I mean, how couldn't you when there's a guy shooting plat? Like, it's pretty tough to remain down planting the bomb. But I think that he pulled it once and then couldn't finish the second plant, which was unfortunate. But I don't fault him at all, as that is a tough hold in that situation.
Yeah, definitely. And here comes another first blood for Koi. Could be big here as he's going to be able to cut down Chicago's finest once again. You've got the OGT starting to spread the map once again. Got the bomb in a pretty neutral position. They could still go A, still go B. Seeming like they like that A site a little more so far, though. But you've got Doinks and crew to deal with over here in this bedroom side, and that can be a little difficult.
Yeah, they got Rilo. I think Rilo's been kind of, even with Daddy Pop, they seem to have an idea, but he's made the right moves. Kind of got them in a blender, but I think, is there one walking up on him right now? No, he's chilling back. Cryptic's going to go down. Sethy's going to trade him out right after planning. As I think this is, yeah, I think Old Guy Texas, you're right. I feel like this is maybe their 4th successful plant down onto the A bomb. That can't be right, but maybe it is. And they've got a lot of plants and into a 3v1, so this is looking to go their way as well again, unless Rilo can do the impossible, but other than that one round, they were able to get a 4 clean dead after the plant. It's been tough taking this bomb back.
Yeah, this bomb site's just got so many angles you can watch from. And Rilo knows there's somebody back in that back luggage, but that's a hard hitty to hit. And he immediately finds the guy in bedroom. So now it's Rilo v Sethi. The shots come through. Rilo comes out on top. He's not going to have enough time to defuse, but, for the KD's sake, he's 9-2. You're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, no, Rilo definitely not giving you any fault, but your KD don't matter. No, I'm joking, of course. Wasn't much he was able to do there, but yes, gets a couple more on top to maybe give him some confidence going into future rounds. As yes, Old Guys Texas, I think, has just looked a little bit more confident after they've gotten this bomb down at A. They've been able to get it relatively when they want it, but still anybody's game for sure as we kind of go into a swing round where Rilo and Sydney need to find a way to even this thing up as 5-3, but you know what that would mean.
And look at this play from Sydney as they, I know I've said it a couple times, face smash A, but this is the face smash of all snake face smashes as they're just jumping in there and they're able to get the bomb down quick, but you've got Cryptic around the backside, going to make it difficult, and Sethi finds one as well. So now it's up to Amish Doinks to keep these guys from defusing that bomb, and it's going to start coming through. He's got to make it quick. I don't know if you can see that player there, but they're all around him, and Old Guys Texas are going to move it to a 5-3 situation.
Yeah, I like that from Sydney, getting it down. They seemed confident in that, but just a couple of gunfights don't go your way. I think that rotation, or the flank around there by, was that Defi? I'm not 100% certain, but whoever that was came through that arch by D1, was able to find somebody with their pants down a bit because it was an early flank through lobby. So, that was able to create a break quite early in the hill. But as they talk about it in this community, community relentlessly. We did just see an organic 5-3 curse possibly being started.
Yeah, that's not the lead you want if you're OGT, but they find themselves on the attacking side, which does seem to be the stronger of the two so far in this series. So
Yeah.
they're gonna be licking their lips a little bit here and maybe try to walk away with the map, end it in a quick fashion. But the Dingoes, if anything, are very resilient. And there's a couple kills come across, one for each team. So you got a 3v3 situation. Dylan all alone in the kitchen. He's got an OGT next to him and he's got the bomb. So this is going to be looking like a B hit as another one of the members of the Green Boys start to move over towards that kitchen area into the snake pit where Dylan has found himself a nice little nest. But this is going to be a really interesting retake here for the Dingoes. The Vaznev shots ring out, and that is Raid Boss down. Rilo is gone. So it's a 2v3 situation, but the snakes are in. Dylan does some damage, not able to get both kills, but he's able to pick off one. So he's going to leave it up to Chicago to save the map. The bomb is down. He's got two members to deal with. This is the clutch of the century. It's Chumps week, baby.
Yeah, Chicago needing to find one here, or else this is going to be evened up. But that is one free kill, as you say, into the 1v2. Completely doable now, as he doesn't have his daddy yet. But gonna pick up a Vaznev. I like that. He's gonna have to get a quick kill in here. Sees that guy. He's kind of
the
looking.
snakes are in.
The snake, but he finds the first one. Time on the board, but that was it. Sorry, I thought there was another guy. Wow, Chicago found it.
Oh my Lanta, Chicago moves it to the 5-4. That was a great 1v2 from the kid, and he is certainly the finest as he wins the battle in the snake pit. I mean, look at this. This is a battle of the ages right here. He's going to come out on top.
Yeah, cook snake for dinner in the kitchen. Wow, what a round for Chicago there. Back against the wall. Sydney operates different so far in this Chumps matchup, man. This has been something else. As, we're looking for guys like Amish to come online. But, his team is telling him, we got you. Just, come up when it matters. And maybe it'll be his round this time as, 5-4. Sydney looking to go to the kitchen again now. But I almost think this is kind of a blind counter from Old Guys Texas. There's a lot of guys over that way, but a lot of daddies getting popped. How can you predict? I just heard 2 daddies. They'll be able to run right in there. But Old Guys Texas is kind of giving the kitchen up to a degree too, but not anymore. Sethi is here. The crews came out, and I'm not sure who picked that up, but that was on that side. There's going to be a kill for Old Guys Texas to open things up.
Oh, big kill from Dylan to even it back out, though. It's 3-3 situation. I believe it was Rilo that called the crews in, so they got to know that there's a lot of OGT over towards this kitchen side. So it's seeming like they're going to play it a little soft, maybe try to work a full team break here. But this is what it's all about, folks. I mean, we're about to see a 3v3 B take here if Sydney thinks they're man enough to do it. Nope, they're going to go ahead and back that bomb out. Probably the wise play, if I'm being honest with you. They got to get on their horse if they're going to make it a useful play, because there's 30 seconds on the clock and OGT has got to know that something is up. And you can see the arrows start to spin a little bit. You've got the #1 player starting to move across. And Chicago's finest is going to go ahead and start getting that bomb down. If only Defy knew, he could just stop that plant right now. But you've got the bomb down, so now it's a 3v3 situation, full retake. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it took them a little longer than I would have liked, but I mean, that's obviously with me seeing the Codcaster arrows as Dylan finds a huge one to make this a 3v2 for Sydney's favor, as they now just need to hold this A setup. They've seen Old Guys Texas do it so successfully. I want to say Sydney's got at least one of them this game so far, but as we are into it, this is Defy. They've got to kind of feel like this is flipped on their head a little bit, as they had that setup, they were on the defense, but that was just a really good rotation. Koi going to come in loud, not able to find it. Rilo's going to fry that one. We may be getting a round 11 as this Sydney team just will not go away, Morgan.
No, they will not, and it's all up to Defy. He's got no time, though, and he's going to be able to find one over to Rilo, so I think he actually passes him in KD. So he can at least, say that. He's 12-5. What were you guys doing,
Yeah. I don't know how many KDs are going to get posted in the general chat after this, but if they do, they are going to be looking at going down 0-2 in this series potentially, and feeling like you were in a really good spot both maps. But obviously the table's clean. We are in a best of 1 now, ladies and gentlemen. 1 round, and Old Guys Texas has been elite on this A plant. You got to see this coming if you're Sydney, though. Rilo's got to put a stop to it.
Yeah, this is actually a really good spot for Rilo. If he could find a cheeky kill or maybe stop a bomb plant here, that would be everything for his team. But you've also got Chicago in another spot that's pretty favorable. He could stop the plant as well, but Defy is going to be able to find
Oh.
him, and there Cryptix finds Rilo so now into Dylan to finish this out, and the shots come through on Amish and he gets caught up. So now it's Dylan in a 1v4 situation, but you cannot count out these dingoes.
This would be truly mesmerizing if they made this
Oh
happen, but
my.
a couple kills being thrown their way as
Just
this is
like
now a
that.
2v1 with Ninja popped. I like the spot. The only thing is this Deddy play could work amazing if they were here on this side, but they are playing the bedroom side, which is unfortunate as Dylan is going to have to find these spots. Oh my goodness, like a madman, he was going to hop
Ooh.
that, but going to get pieced up as we see Old Guys Texas resiliently holding on and able to win that in round 11, making this quite the series here, Morgan.
Yeah, that was round 11 for the ages as OGT able to clutch up, comes away with the win.
After a big round 11 clutch for Old Guys Texas, as they are going to take what's usually given to you, but mind you, Amish with I want to say uncharacteristically slow last game, looking to make a mark early, as that is a big kill to slow down this push A, Morg.
Yeah, the OGT are going to be able to find a trade and one more, and they're get on it. And here come the stacks. Word to Gems, but Chicago is going to be able to poke a couple of holes in it before he gets taken out, and the rest of his squad is here to try and wipe him off the map. So not a full A capture yet, but you still got guys there to stop the clock, keep that progress going up, and the Sydney Dingoes are just going to start to set up around the rest of the map.
You know, I got to give some credit to Old Guys Texas, as they are, I think, showing us a little bit of some respect for your opponent, as I don't know, I just typically don't see the 4 push out to A early like that, and they were kind of rewarded because they ran into some resistance early, but were able to power through due to the numbers. They committed to it off the bat, I want to say, and maybe it's working out for them because Cryptix is going to get in the back now, and you can have bedroom control, but once somebody gets into this kind of D1 spot area, other problems start to become a factor, as Old Guys Texas is kind of looking to start out the gun early.
Yes, they are, and they're just surrounding that B hill. They know where one player is. They're going to go ahead and sniff him out. Defy picks him up. And now they've got 2 players in through back spa. Here comes the touch onto the hill. And they've got 2 players on already. The contest is coming through for the Dingoes, but so far, OGT is here to stay. And Sethies is going to keep that clock stopped. He finds that first tick before he is taken out. So far you got 4 ticks on the board, a minute and a half and some change to work with here. I think OGT's feeling good.
Yeah, I think this has been an excellent start for them. They really showed a lot of like team skill and premise, and and knowing what they want to do, which I think we can say it's been true all series long. When they've committed to something, they've at least done it as a team, even if the result didn't go their way. But that is due to some slaying coming from Sydney Dingoes, and we're gonna need to see them put up a defense. Don't want to let the ball start rolling the other way too fast. But Chicago early up here. This is a big kill right now. He's gonna find one. Gets the call out for the second.
Ooh.
Finds that one. The third guy did come up top. Not gonna get any comms for him because he is getting slayed. One man left alive, Stethi, and he's in a good spot honestly for his full squad standing up. He just kind of needs to play his life and find a few kills because his teammates spawned very far away.
Yes, they did, but he's got one player to deal with and he gets taken out. So that is going to be pretty much a full reset here for OGT as they got to try to break through the middle of the map. Defies the first man up, so he's going to go ahead and try to get some position here, but he finds a little peekaboo corner as Chicago and boys are nearby, and they're going to snap down on this hill. They're able to find Cryptic and back him down. There's not a whole lot of time left. So far it's looking like Sydney Dingoes might be able to clutch this round, but it only takes 1 wave. And Sethi's able to find a kill, but he gets cut down as well. So Sydney Dingoes are able to clutch up the defense. They only give up 4 ticks, which we know in the long run could really pay out.
Yeah, I really like that round from both teams, honestly. I thought they both showed a lot of resolve and a lot of, able to follow one man's decision making, or at least one team's decision making. Because, we've seen Old Guys Texas 4 push out that A off the bat. That allowed them to get A in the end, I guess. They didn't even though they were able to get back parking lot, they weren't really able to turn it into anything other than that 1 tick. But sometimes, the defenses go the way where nobody's able to get any ticks. So it could end up proving a bigger factor as we go on. But going to see a little bit of a similar push come out from Sydney as all 4 of their arrows are now directed at this A point. As we're going to have to see how these early kills come. Amish with a nice snap.
Wow, he was able to find a first blood once again and lead his team onto this A point. But you've got a couple old guys nearby. The snakes come through from Chicago. He's able to find one. So there's going to be a big stack on the hill. 3 players in. Looks like they're going to go ahead and send one up for map position. So the ticks start to come through for the side of the Sydney Dingoes. And Rilo's actually going to be able to get on B as well. So now you're in a little sticky situation. If you're OGT, you got to spread the map a little bit. And that makes it much more scary as Rilo's able to find one. But you've got 2 players over towards that B side. You got one over in the bedroom area. So that's kind of where you want to be on defense. You know, as long as you can just keep them out of bedroom and just keep being a thorn in their side, it usually pays out.
Yeah, and Sethi there, I think, showed a good example of, sometimes you can give a teammate the ice pop just to keep that, you being hidden in the bedroom alive a little longer, because you let that teammate die, and I thought at first that was the wrong play, but, then you get that kill after. Like, it's a way to make up for sure one for one, with the one guy that's rotated early, as opposed to just, potentially losing that in a 1v2 somehow and being on the back foot.
Yeah, and that can, it's kills like that can make a difference on the map here.
Hmm.
But you've got a lot of OGT just pushed deep up on here. You got to think Dylan maybe here in the Defy a little bit towards that backside, but Sethy's down here in the sneaky luggage area. Chicago gets cut down, but he gets a trade from Rilo's, immediately able to pick it up. Clock does get stopped by Dylan. He knows that there's players in that bedroom side, so he's just kind of laying out in the open on the hill, and he's gonna get picked up. So now you've got the Dingoes who got to do a little bit of a manhunt here as they try to come through the backside.
Yeah, the Dingoes kind of across the map right now recognize the importance of getting Sethi out of their hotel, but I mean, it's just Dylan's job right now. Dylan's gonna have to find him in that hotel, and I mean, there's a lot of spots to hide. So it's going to be a bit tough as Old Guys Texas are able to find a lot of support kills. They do get this guy out of top bed, and look at that, an instant spawn for Amish there. This is looking good now. There's a couple kills. They find this. This is going to quickly be 3 on the point. I'm not sure, but he lives across the mid too. Boy, they're going to need to go huge. They're stacking it up. At least 2 on the point right now. They're playing 1-man deep, which I like, but it is slowing your capture down a bit and going to give chance to this flank maybe, but I don't know if he's going to get there in time, is he? Nope, that's a great round from Sydney Dingoes.
No. Wow, I'm not sure who that player was there. I didn't get to catch his name before it ended, but he took the absolute long route. Didn't really pay off in the end, but it only takes one wave. Sydney got, I mean, really, it only took 2 kills. They got 2 really big kills, and they were able to pinch from spa and bedroom at the same time, and just like that, stack it up and capture a point. So now Old Guys Texas are on a big back foot. They got to play perfect from here on out.
Yeah, we knew the Sydney team just does not play around, right? Like, I assume that's how they got to this Chumps matchup, is just by, unrelenting ability and belief in that ability. As, we've seen Amish really turn things around, have some huge kills again, and then we've seen Dylan there 13 and 6, and he found that huge kill on top bed. I was talking about all the spots, but Old Guys Texas has changed the strategy this round and is all going to be early. This could be really good for them, but they're going to have to read this guy in the top bed wherever he is. He's going to find at least one and play his life. Amish is going to be a huge factor in stopping this B push. Same with Dylan, who's having a great match right now. Cryptic's going to look. He's not able to pick that up, unfortunately, as the cross kills came through. Wow. Chicago finding some huge ones. That was a great play out of Old Guys Texas, but Sydney's just there, punch for punch.
Yes, they are. They're able to wipe the tick off, so now you're in a tough spot if you're Old Guys Texas. You got to try and push across the map. Sethi finds 1, but that's followed up by 2 kills of his teammates. So you just got to try to find a little bit of map control, and this is some great rat spots here out of Dylan. He finds a cheeky kill there, takes out Sethi. But now they've got some presence towards that A side. They got the clock stopped. There's not a whole lot of time left on the board, and they've got no ticks. So if they've got to get it done here, they got to do it now at A.
Oh.
If the cruise comes through, that there is a team kill on that. So the Old Guys are going to be able to go ahead and keep it stopped. But, I mean, it's looking a little tough.
Yeah, wow, a lot of kills that came in now, and we got a 2-2 split, which could work out for them, but they're going to find 2 of those kills early. And at least the B threat is done, which was huge. But I honestly want to say Chicago there was trying to wait for that cruise almost, and then just happened to get caught in it as well. So kind of unfortunate, but able to play his life very well there, which, we know how powerful that guy can be in the bedroom when he's annoying, especially with Deddy Pop now. As Cryptix is just going to try and keep this clock stopped. They're down a couple lives, a couple kills coming in through the chat. There is still a guy in that bedroom that they're going to have to deal with. Rilo being kind of held down in this one. I mean, 15 and 11. A little lower than he's been doing in the rest of the series anyway, but teammates picking it up, and I just don't want to doubt Sydney's ability right now as they are up 5 lives and in control of this B point still.
Yeah, it seems like OGT is kind of hitting a little bit of a panic button right now as they're just getting, mostly cut down around the map. But as I say, if they find 2 kills and they're able to kind of push Sydney back towards that B side, get some more map control a little bit. So they're going to try to spread it out and just get through this hill here. But you got Chicago always in a spot, just being a thorn in their side. And it's up to Sethi and the boys to try and get in there. And he's going to be able to find one before he's traded. But now it's all up to Defy. He's the only one near the hill. He's going to try and play his life a little bit. They've only got 6 lives left on the side of OGT. So now you got to start playing really conservative.
Yeah, they honestly have some pretty good pressure on the map too, but it's just so few lives, so little room for error, especially when this is do or die in this control anyway, and every kill Rilo finds here is going to make the job that much more impossible as Chicago comes in with the flank. That is going to almost call it, I want to say, here for the old guys Texas, as they are going to get set back to start with only 3 members allowed to come out, and now that clock has hit the red time. Defy gonna have to wait to go into this bedroom due to his own nade. He's gonna push in now. We're looking a couple kills, 2 big kills. He's gotta be perfect. But Chicago flies out, finds one. Cryptic, there's only 2 guys left now. Rilo's gonna be a huge thorn on the side. Koi has now got a solo 1 tick out himself. They all spawn out though. This is kind of doable. They're gonna wait. They're gonna get their numbers. There's 1 kill in the box. Koi gonna find 2 huge ones. Koi's looking to play his life. No, and Koi is gonna lose the 1v1 at the very end, unfortunately, as Sydney able to clean it up when they need to make that a 3-0, bring them to 2-1 in this series, Timor.
Man, it seemed like that was just Sydney's map to lose for most of that. You had this guy Chicago.
This is what we need. This is the Chumps matchup we have been waiting for. This is teams against the back of the wall, T-Morg. I'm excited. I'm jumping the gun. I'm talking over you. We're in it, baby.
Hey, it's no big deal, and you can just see that these guys are ready to roll. You've already got Sydney Dingoes flipping spawns, getting into that P1. I mean, they spawned on bad side, and it took all just flip that back around, so that's some nice plays out of them. And you got Honest trying to make a play over towards that P1 before he gets sniffed out. Defy doing everything he can to maybe try and give his team a little bit of advantage towards these spawns. And it's looking like it might pay off if they can get rid of Dylan here.
Yeah, all the kills there were going Sydney's way at the very start, and then just a clean wipe from old guys Texas, which we needed to see from them.
Oh my!
A guy like Chicago is going to keep doing that to you all game long. This guy's got big plays in his blood, so we're gonna have to see that continue. Sydney wants to get over the line. They want a championship, and they're going to have to do it here with some good P3 roads if we ever have called it. But they're going to try and collect most of this time on P2 as they're finding the kills early. They've got them spawning out as this guy's playing truck in the back, so nobody really messing around. They know the stakes of this match.
Yeah, you can tell these teams have turned it up a notch. They're playing much faster now, and they are getting all over that P2. And so far, the Dingoes are able to hold on, and Chicago almost finds a big 2-piece for the hill. But that's a nice break from OGT. Finds about 30 seconds left on that hill, but this next one is a heavy money hill, so you can see that both teams are starting to prioritize those rotations. And Sydney goes, but they're going to try and do what they can here to sniff out these OGT players. They know we're nearby. They're able to get one. He's still got Sethi to deal with. He's got a lot on his shoulders here to try and get a break.
Yeah, Dylan really played huge there, just hiding on that statue, getting a good nade in to back up those guys off old guys Texas. As a lot of the time you don't really get the choice. You kind of just have to run in and hope you get the trade, because if you don't, they're just going to spawn more and more guys in there. But kills coming through the feet are all blue. So Sydney going to get this P3 roto for them, and Rilo's in this cutoff spot. Going to find 2 big ones, look for a third, get a couple shots in, unable to finish him off, but Chicago will get his trade, as now we're going to have to see some heroics come out of old guys Texas to get back into this hill. But I wouldn't be shocked if they're already thinking about chalking it, because you just don't usually get in that way.
Yeah, this is such a hard hill to break, and so far, oh my gosh, Chicago's looking snappy, but Cryptic able to get some nice shots of his own. And I mean, this has just been a really good hill here so far for Dingoes. They just executed perfectly, got that full 60 that everyone's after. But now you've got the roles reversed a little bit. They got to try and break these spawns here as Rilo I mean, 12-5. He's back at it
Oh my
again,
goodness.
and he's leading the charge for his team through the backside. Got a couple players to deal with, but the team shots do start to come through. The big gunfight here for Rilo. He's not able to find him, but the Sydney Dingoes are able to get into that point, so they're going to just keep collecting that lead time. But there's some OGT to deal with.
Yeah, not a very clean hold coming out of it from Old Guys Texas right away yet, but able to find their way back in. Haven't killed Rilo yet. It is 13-5. That is a lot of kills for this first start of this game, as Old Guys Texas have now brought it to a 25-point lead, as Amish is going to go for the break, find a couple of the kills. Defy's behind him, though, but he's going to get sniffed out. See if they can find a kill on him. He's stunned. That's going to be tough. The nade comes in. That's just good teamwork out of Sydney. We've been seeing that all series long. Really good comms, confident plays in each other. They know what this team's capable of at this point in the season. And that's really all what it's about, coming together at the right time, getting hot at the right time. And it's Chumps, so you're at the right time.
Yeah, there's no bigger stage than the CRL than tonight, and so far the Sydney Dingoes, sorry, have been putting on a show. But Old Guys Texas, they can get some nice time off this hill. They're about just one hill behind, so it's definitely not lost. But going 3 down on your first hold is definitely not how you want to do it. And Sydney Dingoes are going to get a not so clean break, but they are able to get in the hill for a moment. Now this is just putting more pressure on OGT as that lead just keeps ticking towards the way of the Dingoes. And you can start to watch this map disappear, as this is a very streaky map. If you allow the Dingoes to chain one more hill, it's looking a little rough.
Yeah, and I think the Dingoes maybe know that, Old Guys Texas, right, they led a lot of that first hard point, and, when they're playing from the advanced position, they were able to, find a lot of the kills, and it forced Sydney Dingoes to, clutch up in the very last hills. But this is a completely different story on this Alvegro so far, as Sydney's been first to a lot of hills and, have the confidence of being up 2-1, and, we kind of seen that control a bit. Old Guys Texas can start to run around when they are down, so I think that is what Sydney is trying to run off of, and I mean, got the pressure of losing Chumps on your shoulders, so gotta keep in it. But Amish gonna be 8-7 now, finding some huge kills. Gonna get sniffed out behind stables, but they won't find that kill. He's gonna be a very annoying person in this top maps area now, as that lead now climbing, and it is an 80-point lead now, which is huge to say the least in your Chumps clinching match here.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to go down 80, and so far Chicago's is doing everything he can to hold on to this hill. 20-13, just getting work done with the sub, and you can kind of see a little bit of a major fortress spawn trap coming into play here, as the old OGT have just been spawning that back circle area, that back P3, and just trying to force their way across the map. They're finally able to cross into that art area, get into P2, so maybe they can force a spawn out here, but they got to find some kills first, and they're going to be able to do just that. You can see the spawns start to come through, but you got a sticky there. Is looking like all of the Dingoes are just right back in the action. So OGT's got to sniff that out and hold this hard point if they want to stick in this series at all.
I think you can see it in their eyes, though. They want this. They have, I think, really regained over this P1. It seems like, I just telling you can see something different in their POVs. They've got the time right now. They just need to get another couple waves of kills, and I want to say the momentum will be in their favor, as they are just closing the lead now. It is now more like 70. Rilo unable to find anything with the crews, but their team has broke in. They're going to need to see a big kill on this guillotine. That was huge out of Sethi. They got to find this rotation, though, as we see Amish doing the dirty work for this team on Sydney and going to give them the spawn. So really able to close the lead down to 60 points, I guess, which is good, but this is just a really tough hill to break. That was a huge kill out of Sethi. They're going to find a couple kills towards the back. This is going to be on Amish now alone. He's going to be alone. He's not able to find even one. Old Guys Texas finding the swap now. This is a huge moment in the game right now, Teamwork. We're going to need to see them get a hold.
Yeah, they have to hold this here, and so far so good as they're just cutting these players down mid-map. But looking like Rilo and the boys are able to fire back with a couple of their own, so they're going to start to try and filter through here. But you've got Defy and Sethi holding the line, but it's all Chicago all day, as he's able to break the hill, keep him off that time. Koi's the only one from OGT that's close, and he's got a long way to walk. So the hill's going to remain white for the moment, looking like that the Sydney Dingoes are going to be able to pick that time up. I mean, that two-piece from Chicago, that's why he's the finest, baby.
Yeah, that is an absolutely fine play coming out of Chicago. That would have been a very big turning point in this map right there, is if they were able to get that rest of that time. Would have brought it down to about a 20, 30-point lead. Now, Old Guys Texas is gonna, I honestly think it's still not the worst. They're down 50, but like, it could have been done after that P3, right? They had the initial road that Sydney did, and they were able to swap them out. But now setting the boys back against the wall, they've got to do it. They've got to find a break, as the help's gonna come in. As always in this series, Sydney have had good trades, good comms, and they are riding their way. 40 points away now. They can do it here, technically, Team Org.
And they are going to try to do just that. But the OGT are starting to mount their break through that art area, and here they all come. But you've got Rilo holding the line, able to find one, but he gets picked off, and now it's up to his team to try and keep these OGT out. Chicago's Finest is doing just that. I mean, he has just been playing lights out this whole series. He finds one off the hill before he's traded. So now OGT, they get a little bit of scrap time, but they need a whole lot of time here if they're going to try to stay in this series.
Yeah, Old Guys Texas has shown a lot. I honestly think they are doing a really great job on a lot of fronts, but Sydney has just been playing very well together and putting it together when they need to. Amish playing tough to kill in this maps area, gonna find the kill. Old Guys Texas are screaming, gotta go, gotta go. Sethy's calling the crews in, says get your nades out. Trophy's gonna suck that one up, unfortunately, as now we see Defy really trying to hold on. Looking through, he's gonna get pieced up though. 13 points away now. Sydney starting to feel it in their bones as the trade's gonna come out. They're gonna trade that one through quickly. Koi is trying to find this top single guy. He's screaming the call out as all of them are piling up. That's gonna be a double nade, a team kill coming in, and then that's how hyped up they are. 9 seconds away. Dylan holding them in the spawn. They won't read Sethi here. I imagine that's a 2-piece for him. They're gonna get the pinch in, I think. Koi's gotta find this one. Dylan gonna go down. They are gonna trade it out. Old Guys Texas is staying alive.
Old Guys is in it, and they've got Sydney in the back spawn, but Rilo's gonna try to break through. If he can cross here, it is deadly. And wow, he's just finding kills however he pleases. 38 and 19, and that's gonna be the last nails in the coffin. Sydney Dingoes are your champions.
Sydney Dingoes able to do it. Can you believe it? What a strong match out of them. They are going to be your Gold East Premade champion. What a feeling this must be. I cannot believe it. They looked so good in this.